Oh my
my
god.
What's the biggest secret you've ever kept from your parents?
Oh my gosh.
Can I not?
You know what? I bet he's wearing this ridiculous contraption. Hello, people of Earth. How's it going out there in Corona land? Life is pretty weird right now, not gonna lie. Things are sort of bizarre, but if you're out there, stay safe, stay indoors, and stay watching my channel, he said, completely without any shame, except all the shame I feel inside. Anyway, my name is Comedian, and if you know who I am, then I feel sorry for you. And if you don't know who I am basically am a robot/human who does reaction videos for some reason I need to talk to my parents about. And as I said, the world is a crazy place right now. The world is basically on lockdown. People can't go outside or anything, and people are really kind of, learning through this. And I'd like to think that through all the sad things that have happened, there's been a lot of positivity coming out and people pulling together and all that stuff. But for me, the main thing this has taught me is that I don't go outside ever because this happened and my life hasn't really changed in any kind of concrete way, which is hugely concerning. But anyway, you're not here to see that. No one wants to see that. You're here to see what I think about Why Don't We, and specifically what I think about Why Don't We during some of their interviews. A lot of you crazy limelights out there, it's one thing to think, well, what does Comedian think when he watches their music? That's one thing. The next is, what does he think when he watches their interviews? I mean, okay, I'll do it, but I'll draw the line out. What does Comedian think of this footage I took through her bedroom window of Jonah sleeping? I'm not going to react to that. But yes, interviews, sure, I'll do it. You know what? Especially because I feel like I need to get to know these guys better myself. I don't really know their names too well, kind of, a bit. Know their names a bit, kind of. And yeah, all I really know about them is their music. So I think it would be quite cool to learn a few more about these lads who I keep talking about for some reason. And what better way than the interview, which is titled... That's not it. The video that is titled The Tower of Truth. Because the truth is what you want to learn when you're learning about someone, I think. Anyway, I've said too much already, which isn't a great pitch for the rest of my video, but let's do this. Oh, and thank you to all the people who suggested I react to Why Don't We interviews. I completely forgot to make a list of that, but you people know who you are. Thank you so much.
What's up? It's Why Don't We?
Oh my goodness gracious, goodness gracious, goodness gracious, Ryan Gosling. I just got my ears destroyed by a collective of 19-year-olds, so that was kind of like my second year of university, just all over again. Let's try that again. A normal volume this time.
Why Don't We? And we're playing Pop Buzz Tower of Truth. Oh, whoa.
Ooh, okay. Before this lad gets violent and knocks over this Jenga block for no reason, let me try and work out who these guys are again. Okay, I think that's Jonah. Jack is the baby-faced one. And nope, I just realized my brain doesn't work. About 2 weeks ago, I had learnt all their names. Learnt all names! And yet somehow I find myself today not knowing who they are, which is devastating. Nope, I'm going to look it up. You know what? Because I want to start this video off right. I'm going to look it up again. What is wrong with me? Alright, so I'm having, for the probably billionth time in my life, he said, not exaggerating, gone to the internet to find out what these lads' names are. I can confirm that's Jonah, that's Zach, this is ridiculous. Okay, Daniel, I'm going to learn this one. Daniel is the one who I compared to Daniel Radcliffe in the other video. He does look a bit like Daniel Radcliffe. His name is Daniel. I'm going to keep that one. That's fate. That's Corbin, and that one must be Jack, he said. Sounding certain, but actually completely uncertain. Anyway, that was painful. Let's move on quickly.
I actually almost knocked it out.
That was very scary.
Alright, here we go.
I believe in you, Jack.
You got it.
It's going to be like a kind of...
We need some
No! Sorry.
That one's me.
Wait a little bit, so that was dumb. Oh my god.
Wow.
See that? It almost already
was like-
fell.
Can't believe they were sweating over the first Jenga block. You never sweat over the first Jenga block.
To help you get out of jail.
If I had to guess anyone, it would be Jonah, the big lad.
Corbin?
Oh, thanks.
Because I feel like he'd just
Oh, great, they're saying all their names. I should have just...
I know the secret way, come on. I was thinking more like a Bale or...
Yeah,
Wait, so where do I put this?
Daniel's practical. If Daniel's first instinct was to pay for bail to get him out of jail, then that means he's the richest one, and that's the one I want.
Oh
That
my
gives me so much
god.
anxiety.
What's the biggest secret you've ever kept from your parents?
Oh my gosh.
Can I knock?
You know what? I bet he's wearing this ridiculous contraption. Like, what the what is that?
Come on, Daniel. It's
Come on.
the Tower of
Come
Truth.
on, bro, you got it.
Oh shoot, that makes no sense. How are you gonna get around?
Imagine being this lad and having to think of the most ridiculous secret you've kept from your parents that's also PG friendly, which would exclude most of them, for this camera. This poor lad, no wonder he's sweating. I can't,
I had my first kiss.
of course.
They didn't know about it. Her name was Aaliyah.
They didn't know about it. Does that mean the girl didn't know how to kiss, or his parents didn't know about it?
Living.
It's good your parents don't know about your first kiss. It'll be weird if you were like, Mum, Dad, come here. I have procured my first girlfriend, and I wish to kiss her. Would you please survey the scene? Come here, you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We're really bad at Jenga.
Oh my god.
It's fair. You gotta know yourself. Kids these days, they're good at Fortnite. Jenga's old school.
Selena Gomez.
There was like a period in my life, like when I was like 14, where I'd have lots of inappropriate dreams.
No.
That's normal, Jonah.
I know. I think
Is this the moment that he discovers that a wet dream is a thing that more than one people have? He's like, did you guys ever wake up and then there was wet? Oh, everyone does that? Oh, thank goodness. Wow, that was awkward.
Who's the nicest smelling celebrity you've ever met? My answer was gonna be
Camila.
Taylor
She
Swift
smells
or
amazing.
Camila, but I wasn't
Camila
there when they met
smells so good.
The
Yeah.
first thing they told me when I got back was, "Yo, we just met Camila and she smelled so good."
Camila says she liked my hair.
Where is
she
it?
liked Jordan.
Yeah, liked past tense. Past tense, my friend.
What is the one thing in your browser history that you'd be embarrassed if someone saw?
That is such a leading question. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't answer that. Because it's either porn or the fact that you played the song How Far I'll Go from Moana's soundtrack 200 times in a row. I'm not telling anyone about that.
Have you ever sent a text to the wrong person?
Said I love you.
There was one time
kidding.
I was
That's so
texting
bad.
this girl, and I may have been like flirting with her.
May have been? What does that mean? You didn't know what flirting was?
Come to find out that it was my mom I was texting.
When you said soon, come to find out, how soon exactly? Because if you start flirting with your mum and she doesn't instantly tell you, just one quick thing there, Jack. It is Jack, right? This is me, your mum. You're flirting with. Just so we're clear, so I know where we go from here.
I'm not gonna say what I said.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, this one's easy.
If you don't say what it said, it didn't happen, as far as I'm concerned.
Your first celebrity crush.
Selena Gomez.
I was gonna.
For me, it was the yellow Teletubby.
Oh man. I went to my school
Gorgeous.
library and printed out pictures of Selena Gomez and pinned them up all over school so I could show everyone how beautiful she
Hear
was.
that?
I gotta like test the waters here.
There. He said it out loud.
You're on your lap. Oh.
That's all I can say about that.
Describe in detail the worst date you've ever been on.
So this is a good
my
one for
God.
Jonah because he's been on a lot of dates.
Wow.
And when I say a
Ooh.
lot,
A lot.
I mean a lot.
Like Jonah's probably the biggest player I'll ever.
Like
meet.
Jonah.
His friends are just here on TV, calling him a happily dating man.
Dates with him.
So I was on this date with a girl.
Which?
Yeah.
Yeah, which one? Sorry.
And we like went to like this fancy restaurant. And we were walking to our table. I don't know if I told you.
McDonald's?
It wasn't.
That's right.
So we were like walking to our table. And she
Classic sound effects.
tripped over a table and knocked like their food all off.
Ooh.
We were going to our table.
Wow.
She got like spaghetti on.
And
her
they didn't film that.
It was, like,
What is the biggest lie you've ever told?
Oh, more apple
thank
juice? Give me.
Biggest lie.
Oh my straws!
I don't understand. Why did they have a juice break after the question but before it's been answered? Do you need the power of apple juice to record lies? If apple juice boosts memory, then maybe I could fix my brain with apple juice.
I ever told. So I got caught cheating on my math test. Right?
Oh, I thought you were about to say.
Ooh, I thought that too.
I thought he was
Boy band friend.
I got caught cheating on my math test.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I was looking at the formulas on the screen on my phone in my lap, right?
Oh.
And I was like super discreet about it, all right?
Let me take you on a trip down memory lane here, kids. When I was in school, we didn't have phones. He lied. No, we had phones, but mobile phones back when I was probably whenever they were in school were just not great, you know? You couldn't really use them for formulas. Actually, no, I'm lying. You definitely could use them for formulas back then. I just never thought of it. Well, what an idiot I was. All that work I did learning maths, I could have just got my phone out. Ugh.
She comes over and she's like, give me your phone, and I was like, oh boy. But I locked it before anything she could see that there was anything on the screen.
If I was there, I would slap Daniel in the face.
Social media popularity as an excuse, and I was like,
Do they hate each other? Why is he doing this to him?
my phone was like,
He's just taking it. He's just accepting this abuse. Slurping juice at someone while they're talking is worse than if you just were to, like, get naked and just jump on them and go, "Bleh!"
a really good grade on it. And I was like, alright, Liddy again. Anyway,
That's just not fair. See,
And
like,
then-
I
and then
failed everything.
she continued to love me for the
Bless.
rest of the
I
year.
can tell.
That's
Oh,
good.
there you go.
The chains.
Which member of the band would survive a zombie?
Stay in school, kids.
That's so mean. That's so mean. How do you say it?
Apocalypse.
How do you say it? Wow, this guy clearly has got no fears about coronavirus because he doesn't even know how to say the word apocalypse. Just doesn't even factor into his thinking.
So I should take this.
His editing is just...
No way.
Well, you can see the blue screen's really struggling there.
I get it. Wait. Oh my god!
Good.
Wow, they should use this as an advertisement for the game Jenga, you know? It just proves you don't need Fortnite, you've got 5 young lads here having the literal time of their lives.
Supposed to fall. The question is, who would survive the best apocalypse? That was for pulling off my hat. What was the last thing you Googled?
I hope they still give them
How old is Billie Eilish?
crap about that.
Actually,
She's 16.
What? And I was like, no way, and then you Googled it.
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Props, Billy.
Props, Bill.
Can we move the drinks before we do the next?
What was the last thing you Googled on your phone? How old is Billie?
Oh, see, I missed that, and I thought the question was how old is Billie Eilish, which would be a weird game to have in like a truth or dare kind of thing, you know? Like this next question's gonna get everyone out. How old is Billie Eilish? What?
Billie Eilish.
Actually,
She's 16.
What? And I was like, no way, and then you Googled it.
16 accurate at time of me screen recording. No, it wasn't accurate.
Drinks before we do the next.
Oh yeah, you don't trust me.
What are you trying to say, man?
They don't know how drinks work. They're famous boy stars. If they spill a drink, someone cleans it up for them.
no way.
What was your first email address?
Oh, all right.
Because I don't live there.
This is a question for him, bro.
Wait, no, you can hold the block.
Oh, email address.
Give him
That's worse than the apocalypse.
Oh, it's okay.
Mine was Ruffy Dog at one point.
Yeah,
Ruffy Dog?
that was a good one.
Dude, I was Whaley Boy 98.
Whaley boy. Did he used to wail before he learned how to sing? What does that mean?
There's no way. There's no way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Is gravity a thing?
No way.
Who is the last person you stalked on social media?
Hopefully his mum.
Ariana Grande. I always go on her profile.
That's how
This is just getting awkward, Bram.
Although I heard that it's actually Grandy.
What?
But yeah.
From who? A Starbucks seller?
Randy
Yeah.
Phillips.
There's
no
no.
way.
There's
Yeah,
no
there's
way.
yeah.
She
That's
would've
how
said
that's how
that.
she said
Ariana
it.
Grande.
That would change my whole outlook on her.
No, it's Dunzo. That is the
There's-
foundation of all of it.
Wait, I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
That's too much on that.
Look, you don't need to build a house on strong foundations. As he's about to prove. I believe in you, Zach. I believe in you, Zach.
I think it is Denzel.
I believed in you, Zach.
No way. Show us your party trick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you did just do that, to be fair.
It is about
Party trick
it's like
is
this.
I do this thing with my tongue. I go like. And everybody cheers.
Alright. He had me going for a second.
I will give you 50 cents.
Bro.
If you take out the left one, the right one comes out no problem. These guys have not played Jenga before.
It's like the most epic game of Jenga ever.
He said, having only played it 0 other times in his life.
Wow.
There's no way. God, be careful, it's wobbling.
Bro, don't breathe too hard.
There's, look at this. The green screen effect. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
That was close though. It almost fell on you. You were like,
That's
Sorry, Daniel.
Most epic game of Jenga ever.
Daniel Radcliffe, Daniel's TV. See?
How did you just put that on there and it like you just slammed this on here?
It just happened, bro. Watch. You just.
Damn. Well, that was me reacting to the Why Don't We Band interview, Tower of Truth interview, and I basically set out in this video to learn more about the lads, and I think I've had more questions asked than I've had answered, honestly. I'm probably going to be thinking about some of what I just saw later in bed tonight, in the weirdest way possible. Yeah, so I guess thank you for suggesting that to me, but also, why did you do this to me? I'm so confused, I'm feeling so many emotions right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're a Limelight, definitely subscribe. Make sure you got the bell notification clicked so you can see whenever I post Why Don't We reactions, which these days is quite often. Obviously, suggest any other songs, Why Don't We songs, Why Don't We videos, Why Don't We cat pics, Why Don't We napkins, whatever weird Why Don't We stuff you want me to react to, I'll probably do it for you because generally speaking, I'll usually say I have nothing better to do, and nowadays with this craziness going on, I really do have absolutely nothing better to do. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is staying indoors and staying safe. Have a lovely, safe, coronavirus-free day. Oh, and remember, if you like my reactions to the interviews of Why Don't We, then subscribe and stay 6 feet away from me. Right, checklist. Not going outdoors, not communicating with anyone, not seeing friends or family.